Hi everyone, welcome back to Materia D&D after a very long group hiatus for the Crass Menagerie. We've been lucky enough to keep rolling and having fun, doing some mini campaigns, which Danny, the individual that plays Davis, was nice enough to host for us. I would recommend checking those out because those were a lot of fun.
Yep.
Got to see our main crew play some crazy other stuff. But all that being said, Uh, welcome to D&D, welcome to Materia D&D, where we play D&D our way. We are on session 144, and we had a lot of catching up to do. Last week, we did a little bit of a catch-up session, kind of like a mid-campaign session 0, getting people kind of acclimated with the story and a lot of the events that have been going on. Um, in short, we've been playing for 3 years. Things have gotten complicated. There's a few major cities that are involved in the story points now. There's a magical storm out to I guess you would say, to the east of the group. There's a city in recovery, all the way down south of the group. Volpine, the hub where it all started, is just the smack dab in the middle of everything. Whitlaw, the metropolis capital, is where we find our adventurers now. Where, I mean, they recently dispatched of some bloodletting demons. They saw the genesis of an angelic celestial individual. Um, they traveled in forgotten parts of the Kneeling District, where they uncovered a um, a colony of lizard folk, as well as a long forgotten teleportation circle. So, um, without going into like a 15-minute back spiel, uh, we find ourselves picking up where we left off with the Crass Menagerie and with within the Court of Stars, uh, surrounded at night, looking up, looking as the night sky blends in with the trees that the lizard folk have um, meticulously stained and dyed on the underside to also resemble the night sky. In this little courtyard, I mean, probably long forgotten, in this old city, this old metropolis. Uh, the surrounding buildings basically go up as like a natural, almost like an artificial barrier to this quiet, serene spot. And Al recently recovered from getting, um, well, we're going to use a modern day term, ganked real hard. I mean,
Oh,
real hard.
Yeah, what did I
Um,
say it was? Like 130 something damage?
yeah,
hmm
something like that. From a invisible stalker that was bound to a false teleportation circle as its guardian. And I forgot something, but I get to wave my hand and say, well, there was magic in the room that prevented other things from being summoned in. If you don't know what I'm talking about,
Ah, yeah.
well, so yeah. So the menagerie were maybe beginning to be introduced to wizards and their paranoias and their cruelty. So mission accomplished. Um, Zahid, the two root members, the specialized core from the Verdant Cause, uh, helped you get around this area, but were not part of this discovery after you guys got major findings in major ways. So they have left you after. I mean, it's been hours now, but they went back to report to Ufuma, the the council member that they trust and rely on, um, keeping information, well, giving him information first rather than having it possibly go to Hohenfafnir. Ow, Ziggy, ow! Um, just clawed me in the gut. Ow.
Well, now I'm gonna refresh the camera
Um,
see if I can see this because I'm sad I'm
that
missing it.
hurt. Ow.
Yeah, for
But
some reason
yeah,
I don't see anybody's camera working
Yeah, it's
in
super
yeah. I
weird. I
think
think
it's a roll
it's
20 thing today.
yeah.
but
I
I'm
really
gonna
do.
David's
hard
doing
reload the
stream
page.
somehow.
Go for it. But anyways, that being said, guys, the evening, and by all means, interrupt me when you want, but the evening will come. The evening, you you found your objective, you found your goal. Um, you are in a safe place. The Court of Stars give you, I don't remember who they gave it to, but they give one of the members, essentially like a Dreamcatcher-esque amulet. That's, it would be a large circle for anyone. Basically, if you were to take both your hands and kind of cup them and make a circle out of it, it's probably a
My
little bit
notes
bigger than
said
that.
they gave one to each of us.
Okay, that's fine. I wasn't sure if they gave one to each of you.
Okay.
So they give each of you essentially a Dreamcatcher-esque um circular amulet. It's made of like sinew and reed, and then they have colored cords that make up like the Dreamcatcher-esque pattern. But it's by all means, it's not congruent. It looks very abstract in a way. But they assure you that if you ever need to find them, this will, and you're in the city, this will help you find them. Um, so yeah, all of you, if you have never added it, you can add a custom item to your character sheets and just basically Court of Stars Dreamcatcher. Um, but beyond that, you guys are able to cozy on up, knowing you're in a safe space. Um, I imagine Rock is a little bit more excited than anyone else because he gets to hang out with some lizard folk for the evening. Um, uh, the familiar, I actually can't remember the bat familiar's name right now. I'm blinking on it. Is absolutely
Sinley?
just hang. Maybe
Something
Finley
like that.
sounds. Yeah, it's just absolutely just enjoying the new company, flapping its wings in the night, but then also just making sure to perch with every single one of you. And the evening comes, and rest, sleep takes you, and uh, as you guys are resting and sleeping, the various calendar events that are set to come kind of begin to play heavy on some of your minds. Some of you start thinking about, um, you know, what is next? How are we going to travel to West Green? Because, hey, I think we made an agreement that we were going to help the College of Fascinations and the Unveilers and all them move and escort their people and the Explorers League. Shoot, did we really say all this? Are we actually going to help everyone make it safe? And like these things are, thoughts are playing through your heads. Though everyone is able to get a fairly restful night's sleep. Um, the where would I want to say? I want to find the calendar. There's a calendar. So jumping over to the calendar. Um, the main date that comes to mind is Thrisson Day, one of the three, I guess you would say like magical days of this night of the sky, where both Luna and Lune, the twin moons of Materia, for reasons unknown, stay right up close in the night sky, looming over everyone. Uh, but I think we are going to, and feel free if someone, we're switching over to now Friday the 13th.
Heyo.
Dun 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 of Everly. Yeah. So morning comes after an evening where your minds have, some of you, your minds have been ticking away, but it was still a very restful night's sleep. Uh, Sej, as you do rise, one of the natural first, you know, you're usually always the first one to rise out of the group. Um, even though you're in this courtyard that has, for the sake of argument, towering walls that are actually the backsides of all these buildings within the Kneeling District, um, the sun still manages to shine in, even though it's, off to the east, but it's still, you feel the warmth of the sun, you feel it basking over you, and, that, but I don't know if it was when you were sleeping you came to this decision or it was during the morning, you're not even sure. You're like, I haven't traveled west for a while, and I said we're gonna go help these people to the west. So, and then you kind of look up at the sun, smile, and I would imagine that
Hmm.
you have an idea of what the next few days are gonna take, or well, look at it as I guess a positive omen from Surya. She's smiling upon you this morning.
Yeah. West.
As yes, so as your friends wake up, uh, the various members of the Court of Stars, the colony, honestly, that it is, some of them begin to head back within their labyrinthine network of tunnels. Some of them begin to dispatch to the, outside of this area, and well, you would imagine try to do their best to live in a city where at least the powers that be do not necessarily welcome them. Uh, but uh, they will offer to assist you on leaving if that is a way that you wish to depart, because you are friends and allies to them. So they will show you some ways to come back here if needed. And then specifically for Al, I mean, you found a teleportation circle. You've been
Uh,
studying teleportation for a while now. I would imagine it's like giving someone a backhoe to use after they've only read the manuals and never actually done it. You're like, huh, huh. So, yeah, um, yeah. So, I mean, the agency is on you guys now.
So we're in the Court
Uh,
of Stars still.
Still a Court of Stars.
Okay.
You spent the night. We'll just say for sake of ease and all that, the the community here, they have provided you with food and sustenance, and because they do have numerous individuals that seem to pull from the Druidic side, um, there is a strange but extremely pleasant bounty of fruits that you've never heard of or seen. Davis, if you want to, you can roll me, I would say, can we'll say this goes into your navigational thing as your past life. So if you want to roll me like
Sure.
a vehicle's water,
Like wisdom or
wisdom.
intelligence. Which
Yeah, wisdom to see.
wisdom
Yeah, that's fine.
with proficiency,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah,
Still
essentially.
not that good. 14. Actually, it's not as bad.
14. That's not bad. You've seen a few of these. Um, there's one in particular that you absolutely love. You don't know what it's called. You just essentially call it. Your people that used to hang out with called it neck breaker fruit. Because you basically take the fruit and it's got this large mass at the bottom, and it's got this very hefty I guess a stalk stem where the stem would be. It's a stalk, and you literally like crack it left, crack it right, like you're breaking someone's neck, and then you
Okay.
pull it away from the fruit, and then these you almost like rip its spine out essentially, and dozens of about golf ball size orbs are found within the fruit, and it's just this very pleasant citrusy, minty citrusy flavor. uh, you've seen these on the waters as trade before. Um, with a 14, you know that they are found in um, on the the con the continent of Rune, in but like from the northern portions. pretty close to the coastline usually. Uh, so there's some familiarity with that, and there's some other fruits around. And then, uh, yeah, and if for those of you that are a little bit more adventurous, they also offer up some sources of protein that they happen to hunt in the area. If you wish to partake in some Whitlaw rodent, or I don't know what else, something else.
Yum rat.
Yeah,
Got any
there might be
rabbit? No, I'm just kidding.
there
Oh,
there might be something larger as well. But that being said, uh, how would you like to pursue your first day
I'd,
back into the story,
if I
Crass
could, I'd
Menagerie?
wake up, or not wake up Al, but catch up with Al in the morning. First of all, I'd show off my ability to like tear open that fruit and be like, yeah, if you got any problems, I can open it for you. But
Uh,
so that
So,
the
Al, real quick, if I may interrupt, while he's showing you, it does sound like someone's neck is breaking.
oh,
Like
Al like
it's
wincing, like, oh.
yeah,
there you go.
it's worth it though. It's really tasty. It's got a nice freshness to it. Uh, so the like circle thing, you know how to use that, right? Like, I mean, you and I worked on something like that, but I think not the exact same thing, right? Like when we were on our way up here, we were doing oh, let's go 10 feet this way. Oh, let's go like 50 feet this way. Oh, let's, go a mile up the road, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. The basic premise still makes sense. With the circle, it's clear and there's like that hope. Everything seems like it's gonna work, but it's kind of you don't know until you actually try, and there's a little bit of paranoia there.
Okay. Well, just, I believe in you. I want you to know, like, don't, when you try, just don't be afraid, just do it.
Okay, okay.
You got it.
It only don't tell me now. We've spent 2 days down here. Would have been a good time to practice some other short range teleports. Oh, spend all my time drawing the circle over
I
and
mean, it
over
sounds
again.
like we're going to be on the road again, so we'll have more time.
Mhm.
But this is, yeah, so this is just to get us back, right? This is not going to take us anywhere, I don't think.
Right, right, right. It's just a quick way to get, unless we find another circle,
Like, how
which
quick? Like, could you do it real fast, or is it like, give me a couple minutes type thing?
I'll throw some prestidigitation sparkles instantaneously.
Ah, nice. Okay, okay. Wait,
And he's
but we
still
have
just
to. So, but then what do we have to do? We should maybe like everybody as a drill, kind of like.
practice run.
I mean, probably not practice run because we don't want to come back here, right? But like,
Right, right.
yeah,
But
like a
yeah,
drill sort of thing.
but yeah. We just have to be okay. So maybe there's another. We need another secret word. But it's about the size of the circle. But everybody's just got to be close to. I guess I'm the center of the circle. Everybody's got to be super close to me, and
Okay.
then you know just kind of will it into existence, and it should teleport us all there. It
I
should.
mean, it's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
kind of like the circle that I draw with the glaive, right? Similar to that.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The one powered by hugs. Yeah, same concept.
There you go. Nice.
See, it
physically
is the
close,
same
emotionally
root
distant.
magic.
So, with that, are you guys where would the menagerie like to head? Would they like to? Where's the next stop on your journey?
We
We
should.
must go west.
Yeah. Okay, buddy. We're gonna. Let me look.
No, seriously, I mean it.
I think I'm good on. I mean, I haven't been burning through rations and stuff, so I'm good on all that. I guess adventuring stuff. Yeah. I don't know. Is there any? Do we need any more supplies? I mean, do we need to hit up Tabard for anything? I mean, I think we already did, and
Did I don't remember if we've talked to Tabard yet. Um, I thought we did, but it's been a while.
well, we did before we went to the Alabastras, right? But I don't know if we've talked to him since. Like, I don't know if we've talked to him since the Chandra stuff, right?
Yeah, it's been you guys haven't been in the most communication with him of late. Why is
And
this
he's
happening
working on
here?
something for us, right? I forget exactly what. He's like deciphering
We
something, or
gave him the skull.
oh, the
Gave him the
skull
plates too.
and the Mega Canaloth plates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the
Oh yeah,
skull
yeah.
with Dragnar's curse in it.
Yes,
Was it
with Zarya and the curse inside of it.
Right,
Fuck
right,
that
right.
bitch.
Fuck that bitch.
And and just as a reminder, because it's been a while, the skull itself is
The
locked
Hellhound.
away within. Well, no, the skull is a hellhound. Yes,
Right.
Zarya's essence is locked within there, and then the skull itself was somehow put within a massive scroll that is, we're talking, if you're familiar with like Naruto, like we're talking bigger, I guess, tall as like a person, giant scroll, thick as a tree that he rolled out, found an empty spot, and basically told you not to look. But some of you, I think, decided to look, and he shunted the skull into the scroll itself. And that scroll, all you know about it, I think, is that it's just called the Dark Scroll. That gives you the heebie-jeebies every time you see it.
I remember people that were looking away. The room was still like lit in like ominous, terrifying
Yeah,
fashion. There were some
yeah,
weird
like
noises.
very exaggerated shadows. Um, the dim light seemed to be able to pierce even your closed eyes. There was just temperature was fluctuating. It was just very unsettling while he was doing what he needed to do to put the skull somewhere safe.
Also, just as a reminder, normally in the morning Davis would wake up and put his armor on and do all this other stuff, but these days he just kind of walks around in a tunic because he doesn't
Oh
need
yeah,
to
that's
put
true.
on his armor anymore. Because I have a trick now, thanks to my buddy with all the stuff strapped to his back.
Yeah.
Rock, do you remember?
I
It
win.
was.
Yeah, I win. Is that what you said?
I gave him that. It's a pretty cool trick,
It's
actually.
a pretty cool trick.
Yeah. So, just for my clarity and reminder, the armor is bound to the ring. Is that what you
I
said?
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what. Just making sure. And what armor are you actually using?
Brigandine.
It is just Brigandine. Thank you. That's all I needed. Okay, cool, nice. Yeah, the two fisties. We do have a couple things that recharge or set during a dawn, and I
Oh
know
yeah.
it's been a while since we've done this. So I know you have your twisted totem,
Yeah, let's do
Davis.
that. That one is Al's wisdom.
Okay, Owl's wisdom it is. I think Al Greto.
The wand? Or no, who's got the wand?
Wand is full. No, no,
The
there's
wand of the
no longer the wand.
occultist.
No one's using the wand. Yeah, no
Okay.
one's using that anymore. I think you gave that to. At least I think. Al, your wand of noises has its charges reset. 4 or
I lose
5.
my noises.
You lose your
No.
noises. Your
These
case.
rats were having a lovely conversation, and now I can't show you. I'm so sad.
Yeah, yeah. Karos, we just need your d20 to figure out
Oh
what your
yeah.
magic number is.
One,
Your
one,
Nirvana
one,
number.
one, 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 one.
Mhm.
Yeah, three's not bad.
Plus 3.
That's a good one. Nice and low. Okay, so 3 is your magic number for the next 24 hours. Okay, okay. Rock.
Engine.
I don't remember if you burn. Yeah. Well, yeah, engine, and I don't remember if you burned your eye, your boon from the mentor. I think you did. But I don't
Yeah.
During the Chandra
we
fight,
actually
maybe?
did
Yeah,
With
I think
the
it was during
somewhat
Sean.
recently, I think. So
so you're on like day
Oh,
3 or so now, probably.
day 3 or 4. Okay, got it. All right, go ahead and roll. Let's see for your engine. It's a D10, Mr. Rock.
forget what those look like. That's these ones.
I mean, you've been playing D&D in the meantime. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got
Hiya!
a 4.
Alright,
Feel
4.
it.
You have extended spell. So
Not bad.
Yay. And then some 20s.
yes, you get to roll 2 naturally, and then you can roll a third one and pick two out of the 3.
17 and an 18, and I'll probably keep those. Ooh. I'm gonna have an 18 and a 5.
There you go.
All right,
Nice.
just write that down for you.
Ooh,
Yep.
I just realized the synergy between a divination wizard and a person with a nirvana. You can also like just roll his exact nirvana number.
Yeah, if you're lucky, right?
Yeah.
5 and 18. Okay, cool.
18.
All right.
And my engine was a 4 last time. I keep rolling engine in like pairs and triples.
Mm,
Something weird going on
maybe,
with it.
maybe the engine's trying to tell you something.
It might be.
It's like, uh, okay, so Sej has his prayer beads. They recharge. I don't think. Yeah, Sej has the wand of the occult, but it is not attuned at this time.
Uh,
It's not attuned, so I don't get to roll.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Right.
So it's
The
dormant.
the last note that I have says 5 days locked on eye.
oh, there you go.
Okay, cool, 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 perfect. Thank you for having that.
So
So
are
you
we still
can,
at 5 or how many days
no,
left on eye?
you can drop it down to 4 now.
4.
And I had a
Um,
question for Al and maybe some of the other. I forget. Yeah. So do we have are we rolling with prepared casters for everybody now?
yes,
Okay.
everyone that is not a third caster in Materia is a prepared caster.
Good luck, Al.
So, yeah. Good luck
I gotta
tracking that out.
read.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's
It's
difficult.
yeah. It could be a bit of a pain,
Can
but it's still good.
can I add more spells than I'm supposed to? Let's find out.
No, there's literally nothing rolled. I mean, hopefully roll 20 lets you do something. I don't know. Like, honestly,
Well,
you might just have to have like
I've
another notepad or something.
got me a TXT.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, with
yeah,
when you were playing Fenris, you kind of had to do the same. So.
yeah.
Mhm.
So, uh, thank you for being understanding to my players about all the limitations that we have.
You say
So,
limitations. I say spell freedom,
That's
but
yes.
I'm
true.
too dumb to do it.
That's D&D Beyond's kind of too dumb to do it sometimes too.
Ah,
Okay. All right. So with that, um, heading, and again, you guys are free to stop me as you wish, but heading out from the Court of Stars, being escorted by some of the younger lizard folk, kind of showing you some of the little ways to navigate, and just kind of spits you out in an alley that's pretty well obscured. Um, in the Kneeling District, you're able to just kind of step out, mingle amongst the people. Well, not before you mingle amongst people. Step out, say your goodbyes, and um, very quickly just kind of find a regular road on the surface of the Kneeling District, and then within a moment or two, you see Whitlaw, life of Whitlaw on the surface in the morning. Interestingly enough, the Kneeling District is maybe one of the more busier districts during the morning, likely due to all these different associations with various deities and practices and rituals in the morning based on their various gods that are worshipped around here. But easy enough. Whitlaw is a very diverse place. Your motley crew blends in just like anyone else's, and you are able to move about the city as you see fit. I'll go ahead and bring up the Whitlaw map. Dun, dun, dun.
I would say, at the very least, we should talk to Ofuma, let him know that we're gonna go. But also, out of character, we never had like any agreement with Ofuma or Yorn about like transportation arrangements, right? It was always just like, you guys will figure out a way to get there.
Well, there is the understood that if you wish to go with the next um, set of unveilers, and most of the people that are going to be heading now are going to be unveilers just based on their skill set and their training, um, uh, and their ability to navigate or I guess not thrive, function in a more dangerous environment. You're not going to send college students and professors from the College of Fascinations, and you're not going to send. Um, I mean, some Adventurers League guys, or not Adventurers League, Explorers Guild guys are going to come with you as well. But the idea is to go there and help retrieve and bring back the various relics and artifacts and poignant pieces of history that they are trying to preserve for fear the raids. Because one other thing, um, while there's not a lot of information on the raids that was given to you, other than they are dangerous, um, they are also taking things from these dig sites, uh, these old locations. And as you saw when you guys were down there specifically, if something can create a celestial being could be found over there, then what else could they find over there? So there's this urge to extract anything potentially, even if it's not obviously dangerous, that could potentially be dangerous. So that is the driving motivation for them to ask your capable uh, crew
Got it.
in heading west. So, but yeah, Afuma and Yorn are essentially your two main contacts for this. Afuma is, for all intents and purposes, one of the highest ranking individuals within Whitlaw, as he is a council member for the uh, the court. Well, not the court, but anyways, he's a council member for Whitlaw, and he's also the headmaster of the Unveilers here, stationed in Whitlaw. So,
Yeah. I mean, that's the only place I think we need to go. But if anybody else wants to make any other stops, that's cool.
Nope, I'm good.
Nothing comes to mind.
If
okay,
Patas is on the way, we could swing by and be like, "Hey, what's
gotcha,
up?
gotcha.
We out."
So, the one thing I will say is the two that specific, sorry, because I know this is important for Rock. The two lizard folk that do escort you out are Milan and Sitka, the uh, two younger male and female lizard folk that you guys have interacted with in the past. I was trying to find out their names and I found them. Woohoo, go me.
Yeah, it was them and Melky, I think, was the last one.
Yeah, Malky was
Malky.
the yeah the for sake of argument the wizard druid
Right, right, right.
leader.
He was
Yep,
the
yep,
one with
yep.
the familiar,
And
I think, right?
anyway, it's Sinley,
Sinley.
S
Okay.
S Sinley. Yeah, Sinley was his bad.
Yay.
I finally found them. So yay. Okay. So yeah. Navigating through the Kneeling District. Not too bad, but again, you guys don't stand out. You guys are pretty much a group. Uh, you do see the some of the morning individuals going to different temples or different pockets of worship, but then as almost as quickly as you made it to the surface and you navigated down the streets because you guys didn't actually go too deep in, uh, you are met with the central district and the that leads very quickly into the pedal district. So the giant bazaars and the hustle and bustle very audibly and very quickly take over. And yeah, it's the center of Whitlaw is always a crowd. This place is overpopulated to begin with, but the center is always bustling. As you do, you no need to pick up any food. And if we do need to say you need to pick up any type of rations or medical healers kits or anything like that, we can always do that while you guys are traveling and just say that's what you guys did. But you find the caravan straight, uh, easily found because, well, Tabard's place is right on the corner. And then you guys start heading up towards the caravan straight in the direction of the Alabasters. Uh, Again, it's interesting coming into the Lyceum district because it is like entering another world in the terms of when you use Whitlaw as a little bubble. It's just much more upkept. The pace has slowed down here. There's an appreciation to everything here rather than just grinding through the city and getting the quickest trade done uh, yeah, or just trying to make a coin. As you head up the caravan straits, you you pass up the college on the right, looking at the grounds. uh, some of you might reflect on some of your colleagues that from the college that are actually over to the east, uh, Hadriel, for example, looking at Al's peppy silver board for all things storm of vengeance. Uh, but you do make it to the Alabasters, and as you do start to approach, uh, you know, the museum, that giant cube of a building. Just a couple days ago, you had Hoenn and his miniature. I don't know, I'm going to say the word legion. I know it's not a legion, but his mini battalion legion of 30 plus soldiers marching with him while his pompous butt was on a horse. And it's just completely different. You see little birds singing and flying in the little open grass fields and that lead up to the alabaster. You see now that you've met some of the individuals that work it, they stand out in their uniforms, and they're they're watchful attendants of the area. They definitely see you long before you see them, and as you approach the museum, make your introductions. Uh,
Yeah,
they
you know us, right?
you
Like Yorn. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, it says, is it to the are you going to the Alabastras, or would you like to go to the vaults
I don't know, wherever Ofuma is, I forget.
of Uma? Uh, he would be likely in the vaults dealing with the recent activities.
That's
Please follow me.
okay.
You guys head into the museum. Uh, you see, a couple groups of, a group of three individuals and another group of maybe like four or five individuals, just looking at some of the exhibits in the main area. But they escort you guys to the right and around a corner, and then essentially where staff are only permitted. And as you walk down, you get to a point where you know how this is going to go. You guys are going to start traveling down, 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 down. The incline gets much steeper. You get to a set, um, essentially like a elevator-like system. Um, and as you step into the carriage, the cranks begin to crank. The gears begin to move. There's even this like little humming buzz and like this little faint flickering light, indicating some of the magical artifice that is part of this construction. And you are brought down to the Alabastra vaults. Let me get rid of the grid because we don't need it on this real quick.
Or do we?
Yeah, I mean, I have. Wait, it's set to be not visible. Why can you see it?
See
Is it
what,
just
the
part of the
lines?
image? Yeah, it's like just the image
No,
itself
the
then.
orange lines are not part of it. Right? You see orange
Yeah,
grid
we do.
on it, right? Yeah, opacity is set all the way down. Let me just refresh.
Yeah, I
There we
get it
go.
now. Hey, nice.
Oh, for some reason, it was editing another page for some reason. That was weird. I was on this page and it was editing
The
another
nega
page.
vaults.
Uh, yeah. So this guy is not here. Loon Loon is come. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, what is
I
Loon
should
Loon
ask.
up to?
Yeah. What is Loon Loon? Is she with
He's
you or is she in her dimension?
whichever Pebble's doing. If Pebble's here, Lulun will be here. If Pebble's in the Fruit Loop dimension, Lulun's hanging out with Pebble there.
Oh yeah, we made it canon that they can share a pocket. I forgot about
I
that.
forgot
I mean,
about
I
that.
think they really enjoy the Fruit Loop dimension.
Mhm.
I
Fruit
think
Loop
at the moment,
dimension.
Pebbles just, yeah, I guess they're having some Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
Refresh my
There.
memory.
So
It's just the Fruit Loop dimension because of all the stupid colored dots that we put on Pebble, right?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
I'm just making sure that was it.
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
quite literally the Fruit Loop dimension. Okay. So this is the token for Yorn. Obviously, I don't have one for Ofuma because I still cannot find something that I like that represents our poxmarked monk-like Khemri male. Uh, so as you guys head down through the various paths, there are a few more checks now set in place after the recent, let's call it bloodletting incident. Um, there's actually for the sake of it, can anyone that is proficient in religion roll me a religion check?
Ben rolls religion.
Yeah,
From
Ben,
somewhere else.
yeah,
25.
Ben. So that'd be like I think it's Tej,
I
Rock,
am
I'm
proficient.
assuming Al
and then
counts.
Al. Yeah, Al always counts.
Hiya!
Oh, an
21.
advantage?
No,
I
he's
don't know if it was
22.
supposed to do advantage,
Fine.
but
That's fine. 22. You're good.
I just hit the button and hit roll. So
That's good. Okay. You know what? All of you rolled fairly close together. Um, you kind of recognize like these are essentially like individuals.
I just did that again so I could see.
Yeah. Don't stress. I can always take the first number. Um, these are individuals from the domain. Um, another kind of universal group. You've met a couple members from the domain. Um, the one that rolled the highest was Sej. Sej, the wait, did Sej meet Mort? We're gonna go with the safe answer and say he maybe.
Maybe.
Rock. I know for a fact you did. Uh, the domain member that comes to mind is Mort, the Gith cleric of death that you met all the way back in Green Hill. Um, that was heading by, and he was charged with assisting um, the wounded and the dying, and helping them pass on. Uh, but yeah, these are domain members. They don't seem very high ranking, at least from what you would imagine. They don't seem to be very ornate or decorated, but they are in simplest garbs. They do have their various holy symbols upon them and other instruments, and they are part of the increased security here to try to well, detect evil and good. Yeah, he's the big shepherd of fate guy. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my notes have him as before we met Session.
Okay. Cool. If you would have
Although, but I
said
mean, Green
would have met
Post,
him
right?
after everything, yes. But I
Yeah.
mean, just for the sake of like when you first met him, like as a group. So yeah. So they, as you guys step up, they look you over. One of the individuals places their right hand up, and in their palm, they have a intricate like lattice work um, that kind of begins to almost make like a maelstrom like spiral in their hand, and they ask you to look at it. And as you do, you, after a brief moment, you swear you see like the spiral. Oh, as you look at it, not for anyone else looking at it, but you feel like that spiral begins to like move closer to your face, and then you just kind of like lose focus for a moment, and he's like, "You may pass," as they're kind of checking over you guys. Um, Al, my friend, my
Yeah.
buddy,
Yeah?
um, roll
It's
me a
another.
luck. Roll me a luck.
Ah, cool.
Feeling lucky?
Ish.
Okay,
You're
Lucky
lucky
ish.
I
Not bad.
remember you.
that's good. It's a it's good.
I
Um,
don't think it's another wizard, guardian, wind spirit thing. So,
no.
feeling good. Feeling good about
So
it.
Al, as you look at the spiral for a brief moment within that spiral as it's approaching your face, you see a single candle wick burning, and then you shake it off. That's it. And then they all nod to you. Please, you may proceed to the vaults. And the original unveiler that was accompanying you uh, walks you down. You get to the various bridges and walkways. You get to the last contraption to send you guys down. And looking around, they cleaned up the place fairly quickly, and you descend your way. And as the gears turn and you hear the clatter of rope and cord and metal, uh, that slight faint little buzz of artifice magic. Um, you see some individuals look up, and there is Yorn and Ofuma looking. They smile. They turn to the table that they are working with. You see that they both move, nod their head, and move towards where the landing point where your carriage will drop you off within the vaults. Uh, Good morning, Menagerie.
Yeah, how do you even tell what time it is down here? It seems so. I mean, it's lit
Well,
okay, but it's like just feels like this place has never seen the sun.
well, it's actually sunlight can be very damaging to old parchments and vellums and everything. So yes, it is intentionally kept dark here. We tell time, well, like with others, with some simple gadgets. Um, he points over this little device. It's called. There's typically smaller ones. They are hourglasses. It has enough uh, grains of sand in there for a full day, and you see these little markings on it. It indicates each hour within the day. So
Yeah, I've seen stuff
simply
like that. Okay, makes sense.
turn it.
Just
Yep.
feels. Eh. Anyway.
Yes, I would say one of the greatest simple pleasures in life is after spending much time in the vaults, being able to step outside and, well, soak in the sun. So, kind of refocuses everything. But anyways, good morning. Uh,
Yeah.
I
So.
heard from our colleagues that you were successful.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did go back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We were successful. So I think, and then I just kind of look at the group. I think we're kind of good to go. We just need to know when the next train out of town is, so to speak, right? You know?
Well, you'll, for as stoic and solemn as um, Ofuma is, minus the one time when you saw him being very commanding and authoritative when
When we were
the
peeking
lockdown
on
was
them.
in.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, he didn't mind that. Like he was still relatively calm during that, but when he was ensuring that no one was leaving while
Right, right, right.
Chandra was the situation
Chilling.
was literally just chilling. Um, gives a warm smile. You see his even like the bridge on his Camry nose. So the blues, the reds, and the yellows become visibly brighter as he smiles with excitement. He's like, "Well, I know you had agreed to it earlier, but actually knowing that you will assist is good news. I can give you a briefing, but essentially the next caravan out will be leaving within an hour
Oh
or
shoot.
so
From here?
from the west gate over at uh, the edge of, well,
Can
through
we
the
make that in
thorns.
an hour?
Um, yes,
Okay.
we have there's while the city is large, we also have a means to traverse it in a much in a forgotten way. Much how our root members assisted you previously. We also have tunnels that will allow us to
Oh,
bypass all the
tunnels?
hustle and
Okay.
bustle.
I thought it was gonna be cooler than that, but that works.
Sorry to disappoint. Though I believe you will somehow find use for what you found.
Yeah, probably.
That I I still am surprised that it actually does exist here. I
Hey,
hope no one
Al.
else finds it.
I'm gonna nudge Alan. I'll be like, hey, the maybe the like go word should just be like Ofuma. Like that's because we're coming back here, right? Oh no, that's the Sword of
Yeah,
Stars. Maybe it's Malky then. I don't know.
we got options, but yeah, they're all unique, and if I scream any of those at any given point, I think people will get the idea.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
with that, is there any preparations that need to be made? Because I can delay the departure now that I know that,
Hey, what kind
well, they will
of
have their security covered.
environment is it? Cause like we went into like the swamp and it's kind of gross, and it's like I really wish I had, you know, like more water resistant clothing. Like this, I think it's kind of dry and like, it's like it's not like a desert, I don't think, but is it? I don't know.
Well, no, the the open plains, especially the part that you will be focusing on immediately, the border clit, are fairly similar to here, though it will um, the biodiversity gets to change. Look at it as a grass rolling grass fields, um, fairly flat. There is some obvious breaks up in the terrain. Um, it is going to be warmer and drier as it appears the sun basks the land more aggressively there. The soil is different, so we will maybe not have as green vegetation, though there is a particular tree species, acacia, I believe is what they call.
Yeah, we're not looking to
Acacia,
start like a lumberyard here, buddy. I just want to know if there's like extreme, like heat,
extreme.
extreme brightness or anything
It,
like
it,
that.
ca- it, if it is not raining, it can be on the warmer side.
Okay.
Indeed. Um, Open plains. I mean, it is literally called, you know, the
Yeah,
it is named
does what
as
it
that
says on the tin, right?
quite. Yes, it is quite. Um, the I will say the as far as population and civilization goes, much more spread out, much smaller communities, more survival in well those close knit survival. Um, though I mean I could give you a history lesson if needed, but I
No,
believe
please
that
don't.
will bore you to death.
Yep.
Exactly. Uh, yes, for my players, Great Plains of America meets African safari
Oh, interesting. Okay.
kind of feel.
Like Savannah-ish.
So
Savannah.
rolling hills, but dry as hell.
Again, dry when it's not raining. When it rains, it rains. Um, the like you will find just to kind of give you for pictures, like you will find um, I actually have a biodome. You'll find bears and beavers, bisons, camels, deers. You'll find elk, field mice, giant ground sloths, mammoths, mastodons, saber-toothed cats, water buffalo, warthogs.
How
Chickens, turkeys,
giant are
pigeons.
these giant ground sloths?
Uh, 20 feet at the shoulder.
What?
Just wide-eyed staring at the party.
You've
Imagine one of
seen.
those get in front of your wagon. You're trying to go around it.
It's the best roadblock you could possibly have. Natural roadblock.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Ornithods, frogs, gators, hazardons, lizards, toads, locusts, grasshoppers, butterflies, beetles, ants,
Oh my.
mayflies, mosquitoes, moths, snails. I have a lot. Ostriches, emus. It just legit think of it like 3,000, 4,000, no more than that. 30,000, 40,000 years ago, open plains in America, or Great Plains in America, and savanna. Uh, Give me
Georgia?
sure, sure. So, yes, I will. I will have a messenger sent in front. I will have the wagons know that it will take to hold off on departure just a little bit, just so you will not
Yeah,
have
they
to
got room for
rush.
us? So a bunch of
Oh,
us.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We will actually just send an additional wagon now with you, as you are the security detail on this
It's
venture,
true.
with a few of the mm,
Yeah, can
members
these
of
guys
the.
hold their own at least? Like, if stuff gets rough? Like, I don't expect them to
Um,
do anything spectacular, but
there are well from the unveilers, all of them must train their mind as well as their body. So it is part of our ways. They are they are no slouches when it comes to self-defense.
all right.
Uh, but surely I cannot speak Heralds of Exploration. Lord, it just hit me. That's what it was. As far as members of the Heralds of Exploration, it depends on their previous background. Some of them were, of the military and regiment lives. Others come from nobilities, or others come from just everyday life on the street. But they have that common thread. But there are some veterans within the Heralds, and the College of Fascinations, unfortunately, they do not. You might find some individuals that dabble in some of the old arcane practices, but they do not necessarily hone those abilities for combat. In Yorn says, yeah, we haven't necessarily had a college of war for more than almost 300 years now that I think about it. So, well, good news is you are going. Um,
Uh, can I ask you a favor? You, I mean,
Fuma or Yorn? Or both?
whichever way. Actually, out of character, are they both like magic users? I forget.
You have not seen either of them use magic.
Ah, interesting. Okay, then I'll just. I don't know. I mean, you guys have all sorts of tricks. There's ways you can talk to people over long distances, right?
We have individuals with the skill sets.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh, we're kind of invested in the trial of Lady Lester coming up on the Thurston Day, and I'm guessing we probably won't be back for that. But
Oh,
updates
Lady
would.
Estra?
Oh, Estra. Sorry,
Yes,
I don't
yes.
know why I said Lester. I'm thinking of Lester, Magianto Lester. I mixed them up in my head. Yeah, Lady Estra. That's in what, like 9 days now, I think. And yeah, I
I
don't think we'll make it
believe it is
back.
held for Thurston Day. Correct. Kind of
So
a
updates would be nice.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah. I hate that we have
I
to
mean,
miss it. So any updates you can give, oh, I gotta know where
I
it goes.
we I will say, being the individuals that brought, well, have given us the opportunity to bring justice to such individuals, it'll be our pleasure to keep you updated.
Cool. Appreciate it.
After all, cults are a nasty thing.
Oof.
So,
But some are kind of cool. Like if it's for the right thing. Um.
I was I was thinking real hard, thinking of like what cult did we find that was good.
Uh.
Like,
I mean, out of character, I'll just tell you, it's the fucking crack checkers or the crack keepers, whatever we're calling them. Nah, the keepers of the mountain is what we're calling them now, right?
ah, I'll
I mean,
take it. I'll
they're
take
not
they,
exactly a cult, but they're kind of cult-like,
yeah,
right?
they're a community of kobolds gonna get you.
Yeah, I mean, well, they were kind of like obsessed with stuff, so it's like,
Wait, are you talking about the Snoring Lodge, or are you talking about the
No, the
actual?
the little
Yeah, yeah,
kobolds.
yeah. I get you. I get you. Okay, yeah. Are you saying this to them,
Oh
like,
yeah, well,
to
not
let them
I'm
know?
not bringing them up because that was
Okay,
just out of
okay,
character. But yeah, I
okay.
will say like, yeah, some are okay, but yeah, they're kind of it can be kind of weird, especially that one. That was
Well,
like super weird because like they were
Mm-hmm.
like taking life force from each other or something. I don't know. That
Kind of gross.
ugh, it's weird.
mm, well, I would say this then. I suppose it comes down to your definition of a cult. You could argue that an organization would be a cult then,
Yeah, like this
but
gets kind of culty vibes, right? Kind of in here a little bit.
I don't know, a lot of sigils.
Just, just a little bit, yes.
I've found that most cults versus religions is how many people you can get to believe you.
Ah, yeah.
that is a fair and poignant assessment. Um, but let's put it this way: we, hmm, in the traditional sense, the Unveilers are happy to be an organization to cultivate and
Ah, there's that word,
procure,
cultivate.
yes, knowledge and expand, the liberation of organizations. But, uh, honestly, uh, for what I may say, thank you very much for agreeing to assist this joint venture between the Unveilers, the College of Fascinations, and the Heralds of Exploration. And, well, ensuring that a number of these individuals will be able to come home to their families, thanks to your protection.
Hopefully, all of them.
So,
We'll do
hopefully
our
all
best.
indeed. I know you will. So, um, with that, uh, there will be basic supplies. There will be food and rations for the trip. There will be, you will meet some of the various individuals that you'll be working with. Uh, the head of this exploration, I will call it, this trek. Uh, you will find, and I'm on the wrong page. Just ask for where is his name?
Yeah, I was about
Her
to say,
name.
I'm ready to type a name. What's going on?
Yeah, yeah. You can tell it's been a while since I've had to
Yep.
multitask while talking to you guys. I'm a little slow. Land masses, cities, Whitlaw.
No, all good. We're in the thick of it when we left off.
I'll tell you, it's not a whole lot easier getting back into like player taking notes mode.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I know. All right. So you met Mr. Buckle, you met Yorn, you met this guy. Those are all my professors.
I don't remember Mr. Buckle, but let me search my notes.
Uh, halls of halls of mending at the College of Fascination. Male Camry, right? He's got a multicolored nose, many piercings. He was like the hippie kind of guy.
Oh, okay. I just didn't write his name down.
Mr. Buckle.
Just
Yeah,
like
close.
me for real.
Yeah. Oh, Pow Lamb. Pew Lamb. There we go. Found it. There you go. Spelled it for you.
Oh, okay.
Uh, let me actually highlight their names so I have it easier to find them. Heading the venture to West Green. Just make it like that so they actually stand out.
So he's
Um,
with the Heralds.
um, yes, he is um, an individual that well, you'll see. Pew is Pew can be a lot of fun.
Oh, okay.
Pew knows how to party.
All right, all right.
Um,
Where to meet Pew?
Pew
let's
pew.
just say, um, I actually named him knowing that someone was gonna do that. So very cool. I'm okay with this. So as you guys depart, get there is the individual that's gonna move ahead, um, but as for keeping a paper trail, Ofuma asks someone to sign uh, documentation. It's not a lot. It's just saying that you will be representing the Unveilers, the Heralds of Exploration, and the College of Fascination in their joint venture to is the right word repatriate maybe because it's maybe to well
Probably.
If you're
to
asking out of character,
what
yes, probably.
yeah I think it is repatriation
Yeah,
to
Yeah.
repatriate
like the relics and all
relics
that.
of old
Yeah.
yes and assure that they arrive safely so that they may be cataloged, studied, and um, if possible used for the betterment of society.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I'll give it a read over and give it a sign.
okay. Yeah, it checks out now. There doesn't seem to be any double talk or anything like that. It's
Okay,
just quite
okay.
literally. It's just so that they have
They,
paperwork. You know.
they got all the demons in boxes too, so it's good to I just want to double check. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Do I sign me or do I sign Menagerie?
XOXO. Come on.
XOXO, we're doing it.
Gustav.
Stop. God damn it.
All right. Let me roll. You said a name. have not heard of Gustav
Okay,
before.
okay. The level 30 God King.
Oh shit, he did come here. No, he
Yeah.
legitimately did
Simon, you
come
know
here.
that
I
one.
forgot about that.
He
Oh yeah.
specifically came here looking for people with robes of blue.
Yeah,
Robes of
okay.
blue.
Yep. I mean, a year ago almost, but yes, he did.
Look for a flag of tethered blues, right? I think it was what they were told, or something like that.
Shit, I don't
So,
remember that.
yeah.
That was
So,
130 sessions ago.
I know. It's just really funny to me that you have to say Gustav, and I'm like, "Ugh." Okay. All right. Well, signed Menagerie XOXO. Very well.
The official seal.
Perfect. Um, thank you once again. Uh, Pew, uh, Pew Lamb will be waiting for you. Um, and by all means, allow us to escort you out. Uh,
Yeah, we gotta go,
and
huh?
we will get back to categorizing everything. Yes. Is there any messages or anything you need me to disseminate or have my people spread throughout the city or to contacts of yours?
Maybe let Tabbert. You know Tabbert, right? Tantalizing Trove.
I know of him, yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
just tell him that we left, I guess.
Very well. Um, let's see something real quick. Passive insights. Passive insights. Passive.
Mine's pretty high.
Yeah, I think it's
I think most
like
of us are pretty decent.
Yeah, most of us are
Right
pretty
now,
decent.
actually,
Mine
mine's
passive,
very good because I've got the Wisdom Totem.
Oh
So,
yeah, so yours is over 20 or
Oh,
passive
power.
insights 19.
yeah, mine would be 21 now with the totem.
okay, so yeah, Davis, Karos, and Sej. You all pick up that when you mentioned Tabard, uh, Ofuma is, yeah, very well, but Yorn kind of just shakes his head just a little bit.
Oh, interesting. Like that
He's
fucking
not
guy.
as big a fan.
Like it's not a, it's just, it's like of course they know Tabard kind of situation.
Yeah.
Reading it, makes a lot of sense.
Guess weirdos make friends with weirdos.
Yeah, kind of like, of course that
Well,
eccentric
it's
would run into this group before, something like that.
and somebody who likes to buy and sell and collect ancient
Oh yeah, nice.
magical
Sure.
treasures
Yep.
versus somebody who likes to catalog and I'm sure
That
he
belongs in a
feels
museum.
that,
Karos,
yeah, exactly.
very,
I'm sure he feels
yeah,
that his collection of goods is for a righteous cause versus the
and
greediness.
you know what, Karos, inspiration, because you
Nice. Yeah.
nailed it on the, yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah,
They
it
don't.
is.
It's not that they don't It's not. There's no dislike towards each other. You gotta understand that. They respect. He respects him. He's just like he's wasting so much value. So, um, yeah, and you know what? I'll give Karos one little extra layer real quick. So let me just drop him down so you can put it in your notes. But give me 1 second.
Ooh, whispers.
Ooh.
Is he learning more about Tabard?
So what the fuck
Ow.
are Sedge and Dregnar still doing here? What the hell? Get out of here.
Well, I've
Says-
already got my plan in place. Just waiting for you motherfuckers to leave town.
I'm trying to get there.
I imagine Sedge is holding a little board with some
Man, it's fun.
Christmas lights on it. That's go west. Go west.
I'll say it's fun slipping back into a single fucking character. and, not having to
God,
run several
bet.
things. Especially one that I've run for, 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when he started talking about, like, there's this vegetation and this vegetation, I'm like, man, I don't get, no.
Davis don't give a damn.
Yeah, you're talking about, this isn't school. Get the fuck out of here.
I love the Don't want to be a lumberjack. What was it? The line was so good.
Yeah, something like that. We're not trying to start a lumber yard or something like that.
Yeah.
Devastating.
Let me because that is now a revealed thing. So let me actually change the color of it. Um,
Oh yeah.
tabard have a
As a what now? Couldn't hear you.
Yorn and Cabard have a
Oh.
competitive friendly history.
Mhm.
I just wanted to make sure that I changed the right color on that little comment. Okay, cool.
Well,
So
well,
as you
well done,
go ahead.
Karos.
Nice, nice.
Discord has soundboards now, by the way.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So with that, heading out, document signed as the Menagerie XOXO will be part of the security detail, and
Part of.
for well, yes, you are because the unveilers there are also
Yeah, they ate shit.
providing security. Yeah, well, but you do work autonomously. You do not report to anybody. However, it is asked that you take in uh, respect the chain of authority essentially there as best as you can. They know you're independent. They're just asking you not to cause a ruckus. Uh, so that being said, uh, you are quickly, not, with haste, led back up and out of the vaults through the tunnels, and you're sent to a tunnel that leads you to the actual Alabastra itself, not the museum, but the monastery-like structure on the same grounds where the Unveilers call home. From there, uh, you are put in uh, a cart wouldn't make sense now that I think about it. You guys are just walked on the other side of the court where they have essentially like a it's a business establishment that is like the front of it is a corner store, basic goods, but it is sponsored and run by the Unveilers. And from there, you're led into the back, and you're able to get access and privy to some more of the tunnels here in Whitlaw. And you take said tunnels. Um, Sej, since you always know the direction, you guys are essentially where north is. You just sense you guys are walking west, to the direction of the western side of Whitlaw, and eventually, um, you travel west enough, and you get beyond the uh, the walls outside of the Thorn District, which is the district that is largely associated with the Verdant Cause, also known for its military and law. Exactly. You spit out on some of the exterior structures and buildings where there are stables, hands, and individuals waiting. And there are multiple carts with what would they be in this case? It would be horses in this case, with horses and individuals. And as you come out, you see the Mason Fair byway, technically the North Mason, heading west, ready to take you on your next journey. Uh, as you are brought up, and you see, so that with you guys, that would be now 6 carts going. Um, you see another Khemri, uh, male, uh, similar similar garb to many of uh, well, how do I put this? Because they're not wearing their garb out in public. So something you notice is that a lot of none of the individuals in this caravan are distinguishedly wearing those blue garbs associated with the unveilers. Um, to keep it easy, they just they don't people don't need to know that the unveilers are not in the town, right? They just look like travel.
Nice.
Yeah, you cut out.
Oh no, he DC'd.
Oh, did he? Oh, shoot. Yeah, he DC'd from Roll20, but he's still in Discord.
Hope he
Whoops.
notices. Uh-oh.
This
We
is.
died in the catacombs. This is it.
Yep. They were supposed to pick off Sej and Dragnarn, and they got the ADM instead.
Last time I go through a tunnel.
Yeah, he lost reception because we went through a tunnel.
Oh.
I might have a really good gift for this.
Mid conversation.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you're back.
Yeah, so to anyone that designs keyboards in the world, don't put a power button on the keyboard.
Did Ziggy fuck you up?
Jones
Oh,
got
Jones
up
did?
from and like I'm not mad. Like it's just like it's his default position when he gets up. That's where his paw tends to step. So
Yeah, I don't want a keyboard with power button on it.
yeah. Okay,
They were so
so
common back in the day.
Yeah, that's true. They were.
let me see why it isn't. Discord is not seeing my headset. So give me 1 second.
Okay. Did you hold it up to your webcam and be like, "This is it"?
Headset recognized.
The network connectivity problems GIF is one of my favorite ad lib lines of all
So-
time, by the way.
Yeah. God.
Look, I put your
Leslie, it
symptoms
says
into
here
the-
you have network connectivity.
I'm gonna read the computer because the entire computer is just not seeing my headset. So I will be right back.
Cuckoo.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I heard that he ad-libbed that.
Yeah, he did.
Guys, if you want to, we can.
Make it a break.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take like a 5-10 minute break.
Okay.
We'll probably do like another break in a little while, just so I can sort out my computer.
Okay, back at
Yeah.
15, 20, which
Cool.
one?
Appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, see you in 20 past
Okay.
the hour. Thanks,
Cool,
guys.
cool.